Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Paradise Killer, where today we're going to fold reality. I'm going to get in there, I'm going to operate the drive. I don't even know how. I guess we're probably just going to ride around on the rings and see what happens. This is a thing that we can definitely do. How do I get into the... Okay. Maybe we got to use the side entrance. Obviously they keep the front door closed. That's okay. We're very sneaky. We'll figure it out. From the 11th island sequence, the God Hunters have yet to make their move. We continue to resurrect our gods. Timidly. This was wholly unbefitting. Unbefitting us or the gods? Also, is that the first we've heard of the God Hunters? That seems important. There's somebody out here hunting all of these gods. Can I... None of these are the right locker, I guess? Again, weird for there to be a building that we can open that doesn't have any reason to be inside of it. Oh boy. More of this. I'm sure these are important, right? Our currency doesn't work. It works as much as anything does. That's not really a response to what he was saying. Why is there a limit if it's just blood? If people don't have limits, they start going crazy. The island gets out of balance. I want to see that. No, you don't. Also, why is there a limit if it's just blood? Like, yeah, blood is plentiful. Nobody's ever harmed by gathering blood. Mikami's Masterpiece 4, the whiskey made by a master, responsible for a number of classics. The number 4 is an undisputed masterpiece. Wait. Okay. There are a lot of different ways you could read that. We're just not gonna... We got a lot of other stuff to focus on right now. Is there anything else going on around over here? There doesn't appear to be. I mean, you know what we must do. So actually, yeah, there's very little reason to be over here. Well, there's something inside the one building we didn't go into. There's a drink machine that I didn't notice. There's some stuff on that island over there. Alright.
Got it.
Here we go. This was Ezra's locker. Of course, it was in the only building I had not yet checked. Oh, shit! Starlight upgrade. Pyramids, that's an important one. What kind of life was a power plant worker living where they would find this? Yeah, this is tremendously important. These carvings were carved by terrible hands with unknown tools on a planet that only exists as the afterimage of a nightmare. You know, software. Although actually, that looked like it was a thing with a Molex cable, so I guess it's actually a piece of hardware that we are plugging in. Okay. So, that lets us into... Shoot, I don't remember. The door that's on the little island that we had to access with the jet ski required both of the upgrades we don't yet have. But we definitely found... Was it by the factory? A thing that only required pyramids? I think it was by the factory. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. So, I mean, I think I can just... Well, that didn't work. There we go. Get up on here, and apparently there's a bloodstone that we missed over there. A blood crystal, rather. Okay. They totally do want us just running around up here. Now, it looked like there wasn't a lot of reason to be up here, but I mean, how else are we going to get this close to the reality drive? Do you think that's just a big blood crystal? Or is it some other kind of magic crystal? Also, where... Hold on a second. Where was the one thing? Well, I suppose right there. I don't know that that necessarily deserves a heart, though. These days feel short to you?
Ooh, the investigator is
Well,
here.
when the island ends, the flow of time gets weird. I mean, technically, we're still on the last day of the island, so the crime still happened last night. Oh, now I get
The
it.
hell?
Get a little bit more of a reaction that is maybe warranted. Get what? Why you people are so messed up. I don't think that has anything to do with it, frankly. In fact, I think it's a symptom of us being messed up. Is that really... That was what I came up here for? To talk to Shinji again? Yes, it would appear so. That was the only... Well, I'm not happy about that. Alright, let's get the stuff down here on this little island. What is the deal with this thing? I can use this to verify cell phone records. Oh, hey. That is important. It's not enabled right now, though. So I assume the computer is down here. Yep, at the base of the tower. Also, I fell all that distance and landed on top of a fence, which is probably very uncomfortable. The 10th island sequence. Humanity's god hunters learn of our secret islands. We hid from them for so long, but now they know. A time of fear. Okay, so we're not in unquestioned dominion over humanity. We are concerned about them. Or at least we were at one point. It's probably a good time to unlock this. Skylines offer infinite possibilities. I don't know what you mean by that. You want to know what I think about crime? I do not, in fact. I'm sure this'll be a revelation. Will you get off my... Okay, right. Of course he has two dicks. At least two. Of course he has plural dicks, given everything else that's going on with him. Will you get off my dicks about everything, Love Dies? Stop being snide. It doesn't suit you. He saw what I picked from the menu. You know what? Piss off. You're not getting my thoughts on crime. You don't deserve it. Notice, he pretended it was going to be thoughts, but then he said it instead. I knew there couldn't possibly be more than one. Alright, can we mess with this? We can indeed. This computer is attached to the communications tower. If I can crack the code, I'll be able to use the tower to verify cell phone data. That does seem like a pretty valuable thing. So, one of these... And then, you know, just some stars. As far as the eye can see. Boy, they just use this normal image of a goat's face a lot in their cryptography.
I'm glad to be back.
Alright, that's got it. There's usually an interface at the top of the towers where I can verify the data. I did get Yuri to give me his phone, didn't I? I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have Witness's phone, too. I totally forgot about that.
Sure.
Alright, I've got the record. A call was made by Akiko to Witness. Witness was in his apartment. Apparently, Akiko was at Syndicate HQ. I need to check if that matches her version of events for the night.
Is here.
There's also an unknown number in here. It's not in any Syndicate phone records. That's a long phone number. There cannot possibly be enough people on these islands to justify phone numbers of that length, especially if they're doing alphanumerics. It was dialed at midnight last night. The call picked up, but ended in under a second. That's extremely suspicious. That might be innocuous. Probably isn't, though. This tower can help me scan phone records. Yeah, let's look at Yuri's as well. Yeah, we definitely have to ask Witness about that. Alright, looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the Celebratory Gardens, which matches up with what he told us. All the calls from last night are from Yuri to Lydia, all about the same length. These are him directing her to different Syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and... Huh. Why is Starlight pitching in? That's weird. Oh, there is a gap. The phone went dark for 10 minutes. Why? Yuri was Lydia's handler last night. I should ask her if she had trouble contacting him. This tower can help me. Yeah, okay. Alright, nobody can ever just tell me the whole truth, right? Oh, swing and a miss. Alright, so I think... Once we check this out, we're basically done with this area, right? What is that? A manifesto letter written by protesting workers. Boy, imagine trying to get a workers' revolt going under these conditions. Your bosses have kidnapped your spirit from another world and are some kind of super powerful, but not omnipotent, otherworldly demon creatures? They're demon adjacent, at least. They call themselves something different, but... A pin badge made to celebrate Perfect 25. Yeah, I don't know that we're close enough to the perfection to guarantee that that's going to happen. Also, a valve handle. Boy, I have no idea whether or not we actually need... whether we have found a thing that needs a valve handle. Unfortunately, it's such a common thing in so many video games. Oh, also, did I forget to use the drink machine back by where we started? I might have. A lychee flavored soft drink. An image appears. A riverbank, blazing sunshine, baseball, a train passes, distant apartment blocks in the summer haze. And I assume, always in the background, the dim hum of the,
Nebula, thank you for your continued patronage.
Well, okay, you're welcome, buddy. You have tried a lot of the refreshing beverages we make. You are a most valued customer. Do you have a favorite?
Sorry.
That's great. Good answer. You must be a hit at parties. Come on, dude. Never mind that. Remember that upgrade for Starlight we mentioned? We've come through for you. Hang on for a sec. The vending machine has been soft rebooted. You should be able to get the upgrade thing out of it now. Don't forget, it's in the warehouses. Why is hardware like that jammed in a vending machine? The dead Nebula security chief is a real moron. He'd been showing off just before the slaughter ritual. What was he trying to show off? He thinks exposing OS loopholes is a great way to impress people. But why did he have a Starlight upgrade? He did a favor for someone he shouldn't have in the Syndicate. They promised him a piece of Syndicate tech in return. What he got was an unusable upgrade for use on a device he'd never see. Like we said, moron.
Wow.
And how did it end up in the vending machine? Marshals came knocking. He tried to hide it. It's jammed in the dispensing mechanism. Should come out if you try making a purchase, now that it's been rebooted.
Glad to be back.
Okay, that works for me, I appreciate it. If the culprit lets out a confession in range of our microphones, we'll let you know. You know what? That's the most helpful anyone has been so far. I actually really appreciate that. Okay, another valve handle. The thing is, like, I have so many vague memories of finding things that need a circular crank plugged into them because it's a thing you do in all video games, that I can't necessarily guarantee that any of them are from here. Oh, what's this now? Something down there that I can't reach. If only I still had that extra severed hand.
Recording obtained.
They're watching me. They know I can see the lines. I can never see them clearly, but they're there, the watchers. I asked Joseph if he could see the lines, but he couldn't either. People in the apartment are looking at me weird. Someone has been gossiping. So, I mean, that does make it sound like these are recorded citizen conversations. But why do we get some of them that are just like, this is a recording from citizens, and some that actually give us what the recording says? That's definitely weird. You know, I suppose I could shortcut this looking around process a little bit. To some extent, though, even though that's like a very effective way to do it, I do feel like that's less fun. It does help me be thorough, I suppose. Thoroughness is fun. Oh, these are like undulating. Also, you know, you don't have to direct me to Shinji every time. Sometimes we could just like let him collect his thoughts, I suppose. Dance, come on, get down on the floor. We've taken it upon ourselves to move a little more. I do not like his rap debut. Alright, no, it's bad. Your rapping is bad. Oh, forget it. If you're not gonna beatbox, I'm off. You can't just expect somebody to, like... You need an agreement ahead of time. You need to warn someone that you're expecting for them to beatbox for you. And then maybe, like, practice a little bit, because, you know, they probably have a certain style, and you have a certain style, and you gotta make sure these things mesh. What I'm saying is Shinji's inconsiderate. And a murderer. A loquacious jellyfish. During the wars of prehistory, the gods brought jellyfish to the Earth from another planet and used them as messengers. Well, I don't know why you would do that when crabs would be so much more effective. Dead Nebula Agriculture Admin Building. Workers must report to supervisor before beginning shift. I wish I could look into the supervisor office. I feel like there's probably an awful lot of crime-type stuff that has happened in there, but it's not, like, related to our current crime, I guess. Covetable Workers Reward obtained. A voucher that can be redeemed for 2 minutes of time in a foot bath. Rewarded to workers that have exceeded their quota. I mean, listen, the foot baths are pretty good. That's actually not a bad reward. I am strongly in favor of these foot baths. Aha! So we're still missing one. What kind of tape do we have here? Okay, this is fine. I'll let that stay in. In my opinion, a lot of the music here is just like, it's a little bit light on the bass. They could really dig in on those bass lines a little bit more. It's all a little trebly, you know? Is this... It is right over here. Oh, it's just a blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
So the other one that we could see over there is probably the crank handle? Right, they've all been found down here on this ground floor. I guess we gotta go over the bridge, though. Oh, no, it was probably this right here that I was seeing. Hey, you notice the clouds? What about them? They break. You see them flicker every so often. Well, this reality is dying. The wheels are starting to come off. What else is gonna break? Everything and nothing, probably. Depending on how you define nothing. Something to look forward to. He loves chaos, the little goblin. That did not quite work. Here, it'll be easier to hit this one. I don't know if I'm not gonna be able to make this. What was I thinking? What was my plan here? Never mind, it worked. I'm a genius. Well, first things first, we should probably do this. And I'm pretty sure we did not buy a drink from the drink machine up here. I don't know if it'll still be valuable to us to keep buying drinks. I mean, I guess, like I said, I think Dead Nebula is the most helpful person we've met so far. So I'm going to keep buying them just to be nice. Yeah, no, I totally didn't use this one. I got distracted immediately. Who would have thought?
Relic obtained.
Provocative flower. I don't think I would drink a drink that described itself as provocative. A sweet seasonal drink popular with kids. Uses flavors from flowers around the island to create a unique taste. Even though we're all very scared of the flowers. Alright, I still want to find this crank handle before we move on. That could be it. Yeah, doesn't look like there's much else going on. I am definitely not allowed to mess with the reality folding drive, which I guess is smart.
Respawning.
I would break it. I would break it on purpose, just to see what would happen. You gotta be very, very careful who you allow to fold your reality. Boy, I wish that's a lesson I had learned when I was younger. Alright, it was over here somewhere. Ah. Although that looks like it's just a... Oh no, that's the other handle. I was gonna say, because the skull was yellow, I thought for a moment it might just be a bloodstone. Blood crystal. Okay, let's go plug it in and see what happens. I bet it's just going to be like a couple more blood crystals. Alright, that should have flushed the drains. I wonder if anything is floated up. Yeah, it's a good question. Ah, that makes whatever was in there accessible. I see. I had assumed we would have to go find like a thing, like a grabber. What's a tablet doing shoved down a drain? Well, it boots at least. Every single time she does that, it catches me. The login sequence authenticates the user as Lydia. Did she dump this down here? And why? Detected corruption of Lydia Daybreak tablet. Checking for a store point. Alright, she had a backup. Lost message. Sender, witness to the end, recipient Lydia.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Got a message from witness to Lydia. The message is blank, but there's an attachment. It's a data key that allows access to a specific nightmare computer. One on the beach. The code looks like it's designed for remote access rather than a physical handshake. A nightmare computer on the beach. Did we... Okay. Well, that's very curious. Obviously, we're going to go investigate that next. So I think we've done everything there is to do over here. Maybe this would be a good time to actually do some fast traveling. Let's see. Where's the nearest phone? There's one over here. Am I misremembering? I thought... Okay, it's over on that island. At this point, we've spent an awful lot of blood crystals on fast travel and haven't really gotten a lot of value out of it. Okay, I need fast travel to... It does cost a blood crystal every time, which is a bummer. I do not want to talk to Lydia about too much stuff until we do a little bit more investigating. Could you please take me to the dead zone? I have no phones unlocked in the dead zone. Yeah. Beach entrance will be fine. That's the prison. Wait a minute. Paradise Gates. Where's my prison? Also, I cannot scroll this map around at all. Hold on, let's go back here. Is this where I came in? Yes, this is my island. Okay. This is a good time to be here. We have things that we can do. Oh no, wait, sorry, I need to... Did I interact with this already? Is this door openable? Yes, I totally did. Let's see what these people in the future have to say about this. I mean, I guess, I don't know, is the 25th island set up already? This might be the present, I guess, just in the next place. I like it when islands end. Well, change is good. Will we have any more change? We're on Perfect 25 now. This'll be the last island. Are you sure? Well, no, being sure about anything is a mistake. You never commit to anything. And you let yourself believe too easily. That was a little information light, for my taste.
Relic obtained.
A delightful blend that gives you the confidence to do what you always wanted but were too scared to. Probably. Listen, that's... The confidence was inside you all along. You just needed to believe that you had made yourself chemically stupid before you could get around to it. Wait a minute, that bird definitely just disappeared. Okay, so yeah, we're seeing some issues with reality. So wait a second, is there a good reason to jump down here? Well, there's definitely some stuff going on over here. Also some real weird noises.
The investigator is here.
I have no idea what this is. Has a data port, though. Let's just plug it into Starlight. This couldn't possibly be a bad idea. Starlight seems to be having trouble processing this. Encryption detected. Initiating cracking. What the hell is this thing? It looks like some kind of audio device, and it has a directional speaker that's pointed at Henry's cell.
Analyzing.
Battery 52%, memory crystal state drive, 8 trillion terabytes. That's probably normal. Huh. Not currently playing, file extension unknown, device designation MHI-AAD, manufacturer Masahiro Heavy Industries. Syndicate patent, a device that directs oral frequencies at target for use in riot control and wartime operations. Foreign modification detected.
Processing.
This is very curious. Island Sequence 15, Discovery of Death Stream Trauma by Dr. Doomjazz. Data type in device memory matches report. Huh. Yeah, it's projecting death screams at Henry's cell? Essentially an audio sniper rifle. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's a way to describe that.
The investigator is here.
So far, so normal.
Test me.
But a modification has been done to the device. It plays a file type that Starlight doesn't recognize. The closest match to the data is a report about psychic death scream trauma. Why does Paradise always have to be so strange? Hey, that's a great question. I should probably speak to Doctor about this very carefully.
Blood crystal obtained.
You know, like, speaking to the person who is actually directly responsible for whatever the hell it is that's going on here probably is not going to be hugely productive.
Relic obtained.
A zealous carving from the birth of the Syndicate. Citizens worship, the Syndicate worship, and the gods gorge on the psychic energy. And there's not really a lot of us Syndicate types, so presumably we even have citizens just as a way of making up volume. Let's meditate real quick here. We're probably not going to want to come back over here a lot, so let's make sure we get everything before we leave. Okay, there's definitely stuff way over there. I wonder if there are finite blood crystals. Because, like, if you think about it, each fast travel requiring a blood crystal could mean that you would run out, if there are finite, before you could potentially buy some critical upgrades. So I guess it probably is the case that they keep getting placed around the island. Really, all that for just... okay.
Blood crystal obtained.
It just seems very out of the way, is all. Because, like, what if you ran out of blood crystals before you bought the thing from Crimson Acid, right? You'd be very screwed.
Blood crystal obtained.
Which is to say, probably there are infinite blood crystals, and I don't really need to be worrying about going out of the way to get them all, and everything. Okay, it looks like there is nothing to interact with over here anymore. Well, this was definitely worth doing, though. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, now let's fast travel ourselves over to the beach. And yeah, I don't know that it matters particularly where. Oh shoot, except, what am I doing? I want to go to the warehouses, really. Because we should pick that thing up before we do anything else. So... boy, where was that? It was near the yacht, right? Yeah. It was over here somewhere. So, more blood crystals. Well, hold on. While we're here... yeah, was this blood crystal here before? I feel like we would have picked it up if it was. Was this the one that I could interact with without having to get the 4th upgrade? It was, yeah, okay. So we may as well knock this out.
Nightmare computer.
Okay, we're gonna need... This pyramid does not go all the way out to the edge of the image. So I think it's those two little caps.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
This nightmare computer controls the obelisks on the beach. There's an activation command. Activating star map, huh? Okay, we get it. The answer to the second holy seal is revealed. Oh, wow. Go to space, use the answer, see the cosmos, fear the cosmos, lust after the cosmos. Everything on this island is all about lust. Embrace the cosmos, scream at the cosmos, put a gun to your head, and cry at the cosmos. Yeah, I would have expected KHX to massage that text a bit before he released version 1.0. These obelisks hold the secret to getting through the second holy seal. Normally, this requires a data key. KHX crafted the obelisks and the data encryption. A man of many talents. Inserting the data key handshakes with the computer and allows the user to activate the obelisks. Well, it's a good thing Starlight can break into it. The logs show this was accessed recently by someone else as well.
That's weird.
Yuri, what was he doing here? He connected the key and activated the obelisks. So, he had access to the third seal, at least. Also, a remote key, an unknown device wirelessly connected to the machine, and the key was input remotely 2 days ago. Which we knew about. We need to be somewhere with line of sight to the device. Whoever remotely accessed it would need to be able to see the obelisks. Somewhere near here we'll have line of sight, maybe up on the cliff behind me. The obelisks should tell me something, at least. Alright, well... So... do I just run up to one of them at random, or like... I would love it if the obelisks would tell me something. Maybe these are the wrong... How do I know which obelisks we're talking about here? Is it just all of them? Maybe I'm misunderstanding? Me? Never. I guess we could do this. This will tell us if a thing is interactable. And yes, there are absolutely blood crystals appearing all over the place in spots that we've already interacted with, so they are infinite. We do not need to be concerned about them. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like none of this stuff is actually interactable. Alright, let's see about the space up on the cliff. Because we have a lot of mobility now. I think more than we had last time we were here. Okay, let me up. Stop being difficult. I'm gonna get where I'm going, and we all know it. You may as well stop resisting. Okay, so there's something worth seeing up there beyond the Bloodstone. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. This is not a real surface. We're so close. We're so close to being on that area up there that is clearly pathable. Alright, why don't we climb up here a little bit. You know, maybe we did already have our air dash when we were up here before. Maybe we may as well go all the way up. Damn it. I mean, I could not have been more than an inch off of that. It is weird how, like, arbitrary it is. You can climb up this part of this surface, but then you just get stuck right there. That was weird. I was trying to just run. Apparently I was suddenly airborne. Look at how pink it is up there. We know that's important. That's the color of things being significant. All right, we'll have to approach that from the other side. So we were told that the answer to the second thing had been revealed. That I thought we were told that the obelisks were going to reveal it, like now they've been activated. But I sure don't see an answer. Oh, we probably have to... Sorry, we unlocked the device and then didn't touch the device itself. That's probably the problem. There we go. Is that information? Looks like this is showing me a code. The symbols are... It's gonna just go ahead and lay them out. Yes. Okay, thank you. Snake, bull, scholar, bird. Okay. I mean, I guess we may as well just do it right now, right? I'm gonna forget otherwise, and we'd have to fast travel away from this place probably anyway to quickly get up to the cliff. So yeah, let's return to a forgotten plateau in space now. The horrifying depths of space wait for no woman. Who is your friend who's already forgotten the order of the symbols? You'll never guess. There was a scholar in there. It was like bird and something. How did I already? None of these are the right thing. Shoot. Alright, pull up the things. And then, there we go. Okay, thank you, Love Dies. Snake, bull, scholar, bird. Snake, bull, scholar, bird. This is a very weird way to guard your fortress. It must have unlocked something. This was designed to safeguard against random attempts to crack the code. Was Shinji right? Did the demon possessing Henry just feel its way through? I think the game wants you to come to the conclusion very quickly that it almost certainly could not have been Henry. Feels very unlikely. I'm still thinking Shinji. I'm still thinking there's like a 70% chance it's Shinji. So I don't remember what we were told the third seal was. I guess it's that, probably. Alright, the third holy seal. It looks like a bloodlock. Starlight can take a look.
Got it.
A bloodlock coded to council blood. Well, to get through this, you need to have the blood of one of the council members in you. Or, presumably, a sample to trick the lock with. Who's blood logged in through here? All of the council, yeah, as expected. The lock has hardly been used since the start of the island. There's only a few instances of logins over the centuries. Every time the lock has been opened, it's been as a group, the entire council. No exceptions, except for this one exception. There are two anomalies here.
Strange.
There's an unknown blood sample that logged in last night after all the council had entered meditation.
Analyzing.
Got it.
Starlight doesn't recognize it. An unknown individual with council blood came through the lock last night while the council were meditating. How do we have an unknown suspect with council blood? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And who else?
That's strange.
Henry's blood was used on this lock last night. Does that put him at the scene? I mean, we're certainly meant to think that it does.
That's weird.
How the hell did Henry's blood open the lock? He's a citizen, not a council member.
Sure.
And one of the council logged in 2 days ago, stayed for a few minutes, and left. Kafka memory. What was he doing here without the rest of the council? I need to check with Doom Jazz. Maybe a sample's missing. That does not make a lot of sense given our understanding of the function of this machine. Well, can I get through it with my thing that I found that has council blood in it? Oh no, this is the 4th seal. The 3rd seal's just sitting there open. It's that door.
Sure.
So what's the deal with this? It's a data port. Starlight might find something. What Starlight found was a lot of brackets. So many brackets. Alright, Dataport OS, Syndicate OS, Black Planet version. Welcome to Syndicate OS Black Planet. To deactivate 4th Holy Seal Barrier, please become godlike. Please, I did that when I woke up this morning. Barrier's freaking out. Become godlike. Please present godliness to Bioscanner. Okay. Well, I expect that I am not, in fact, biologically godlike. Starlight seems to think so as well. 4th Holy Seal is non-responsive. System has suffered a critical failure. Please reboot system. Leader Montserrat authorization required.
That's weird.
Huh, whatever happened last night did a number on this. Godlike. How did someone become godlike? You know, there is a god in paradise I could ask, and once we get the upgrade out of the drink machine, we'll be able to do so. Well, I think that's got to be our goal for the moment. So yeah, there's not really anything else to do here. No fast travel phone or anything. I guess that makes sense. It would not be a good idea to have a fast travel phone on the other side of the locks. There definitely is one right outside this door. Alright, so let's prioritize going to the warehouse and getting to meet the god, right? We'll handle this who accessed the obelisk's problem later. So... I think this is the right one? Oh, sorry, that's my Discord. Okay. So we followed the thing around from over here. We've already interacted with that. Yeah, here we go. Okay, we had already unlocked this. I didn't know what the correct way to access that one was. Alright, this is in fact the one. Give me the thing. I have a god to speak to.
Key item obtained.
Etched by a pilgrim to the harrowing marble prayer citadels on a planet forgotten by all but the gods. Yo! You got the upgrade. Good work. Told you we'd come through for you. Yeah, thanks for the help. No worries. Always gotta help the investigator of a mass murder. Don't forget to install it from Starlight's inventory. Don't you think that's a hassle? An unnecessary step? Well, your friction is nice. It makes things more meaningful. I guess. We'll let you get back to it. Remember to buy more drinks. Buy more drinks. Okay, I mean, listen, you don't have to lay the heavy sales pitch on me. We are on the same side here. I recognize that. Alright, well this is extremely good news.
Install complete.
Let's go have a chat with a god, shall we? I imagine there's going to be a lot of crying involved. Oh, I didn't realize these were all interactable. Oh, there's some kind of thing happening here. I can move the crane around. Wonder if I can get it to pick anything up. Well, I mean, obviously, yes. Huh. But why would we want to, though? But for what? To what end? Okay, you know what? I'm not getting stuck in this. We're going to come back later. I have a goal, and I refuse to be distracted any more than I just was. I saw a shiny skull and immediately forgot everything that I was doing for a second. Alright, and obviously we have lots of questions for Doom Jazz, and those will also be waiting. Nothing is more important than a direct communion with a god. Did I open this up? I did not.
Boss travel unlocked. Solo skins obtained.
Bear the Sheba. The most wonderful dog. Why wouldn't you use this skin? What, do you hate my dog? I'll kill you. No joke. I'm not using it. They can come and get me. Alright, who's ready for our most difficult hack yet? It's very dramatic over here. I mean, even relative to the rest of the island.
Nightmare computer.
Okay, this is all looking pretty familiar. So it kind of doesn't look like we have the parts for that, the blue symbol in the... Is this worship? Yeah, I mean, we have some of the parts. Huh. Okay. I guess we're just doing the arms? But see, that one's like a curve, so we don't want this. That's not right, though. We're at 40%, so it's made of 5 symbols. But it doesn't look like we have the right symbols, does it? So wait, if I click the wrong thing, okay, the percentage goes down. So yeah, we can't do that arm. I guess it's just like what does fit inside. It's a very loose representation of the thing we're seeing. Boy, that's really not... Okay. I guess those ones are at least a little trickier. It's gonna be so wet in here by the time we're done. Hey, Crying Grudge, how's it going? Crying Grudge? Okay, great. That's a problem. Translation. Why am I plagued by insects? You don't seem particularly fazed by meeting a god. You know, I'm having a real strange day. This isn't even the weirdest thing I've done. Too many of you have come to see me these last few years, exploiting my weakened state. Oh yeah? Who? Your mad king, obsessed little shit. That's a very godly way to speak. The masked man, a sneaky one, that one. And the woman that builds, she's pure in her goals. I admire her. And now you. Who are you? Well, I'm the investigator. What are you investigating? Last night, someone murdered the council. That's kind of what I figured. It's like, it's the same 2 symbols over and over again. Gee, I wonder. The Mad King is dead.
What the hell?
Why do you refer to Montserrat as mad? He believed he was more than he was. Anyone like that is mad. He doubled down on his madness, though. His plans for the next island. The arrogance. And who was the masked man that came to see you? Are all of you like him? Why live like that? You need to find why he took my flesh from me. Sorry, do you have a name, though? The one that oversees the end of an island. I have met him before. He came to me recently. Witness? And what did you want? My flesh. Sure, but why? The key to a lock, same as the woman. And you called her a builder. Do you mean Architect Carmelina? She is more creative. She had a better plan. And what plan are you talking about? The flesh was fused with another. My body lives elsewhere on this island. Did anyone else stop by to tear a strip off? When the Mad King wasn't so mad, he used my flesh to make the lock. He wore it on a pendant. No one can open the lock without him. What lock? I mean, he's talking about the seal, obviously. And what do you know about someone possessed by a demon? I can feel him out there. The anger emanating is like a smog. Did he get some of your flesh? He didn't come here, but who can say? Leave me. I'm bored of you. So not nearly as much crying as I thought there'd be. Yeah, that's... Oh, never mind. Never mind. The crying has begun. I'm just gonna meditate here real quick. Okay, no mysteries. I mean, you know I had to look. So, that's very curious. Carmelina and Witness both came and got some of his flesh? Oh, that's Shinji up there. I guess we'd better go talk to him. Can I just... Yeah, I can just walk up the surface. Oh, not all of it. Okay, I get stuck at the little ridges here. Shinji, my dude, what the hell are you doing here? Boy, that's a little ominous. Hey, how come Doomjazz gets a yacht? He likes his private time. How do you put in to get one? How do I become a yacht owner? It's my dream to own a yacht.
That's weird.
And how long have you had this dream? About 13 days. I think you'll need to be part of the syndicate to get a yacht. Well, if that's the case, I'm not interested. I get it. It does feel like unfair treatment. I don't like the amount of growling that I'm hearing. This is far too much growling. I'm just going to meditate here on the point of the pyramid. Just, spend a moment up here trying to adjust myself to the growling. Nope, don't like it, can't get used to it. Let's get the hell out of here. So I might have thought that Witness to the End and Carmelina were in league, but if they were operating on the same plan, why would each of them need flesh, right? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I was about to do something. Obviously, we gotta talk to the doctor and everything. What was I... Hold on, let's get in the car and look at the map. I mean, we still gotta go to the overhang above the island. But wasn't there something else I was gonna do, too? I don't remember. Oh, and we still haven't actually... Yeah, man. There's still kind of a lot of stuff to see. Okay, so if we want to go to the cliff up above the thing, I guess the smart thing to do would be to go to the bar, right? The bar's pretty high up. And then we can figure it out from there. Actually, if I got on top of the bar, I think we could get on the cliff behind it. There we go. Okay, so... what does a little bit of meditation tell us? So there's some stuff down there. I have no idea how the respawns for the blood crystals work. I mean, clearly blood crystals are respawning. This one's on the beach. Oh, that's curious. This cliff overlooks the obelisks and the nightmare computer. Lydia's the only one on the island with a car. So she came here with her device, remotely accessed the obelisk terminal, found a spot up here 2 days ago, and accessed the nightmare computer that holds the secret to the second Holy Seal. Maybe the crime last night was set up in advance. And then she threw the tablet away over in the farm. Huh. It's making a lot of sense. It can't possibly be this easy to solve what happened, though. This is going to turn out to be something else, I bet. And what's going to happen to anyone you find guilty in the trials?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, the penalty will be death. The Syndicate takes a grave view on the mass murder of the Council. That's like one of the highest crimes. You know what I think? People masquerade execution as justice. The death penalty is bloodlust, pure and simple. He ain't wrong. And class oppression, don't forget that. What? Well, the people who are generally sentenced to death are of a lower societal class. It helps the elite keep them in their place. Keeps the fear pumping through them. Do you think the death penalty is right? You can't rehabilitate the dead. The Idlelands help to rehabilitate you?
Test me.
I'm here working for the Syndicate, aren't I? I'm not sure doing anything to get out of exile is the same as rehabilitation. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying anybody was helped by the carceral system. Hey, big surprise. So, we've got that tracked down. What do we want to do next? Like I said, I felt like there was something else I was thinking about doing. We still got these areas over here that we've never even been to once. Let's look around these.
Crystal obtained.
So we're not... maybe we can get up there. I'm consistently impressed by the distance that the dash allows us to cover. Ooh, I think maybe you can't stand on that gold surface, though? Okay, so we do this. Damn it. The dash was in the right direction, but I forgot. Nothing cancels the momentum of your initial jump. Like, you can't... If you start jumping backwards, you can't air dash forward and have that actually mean the jump takes you forward. So we can't really do, like, triangle jumps. This works, but, like, there's no way for me to jump up there from here. However, if we could just get onto this gold surface, it'd be very helpful. Okay, that time it worked. This whole thing's real weird. This place has a weird energy. What is that down there? Is that a shrine that we've interacted with already? I think it might be. It looks like there's already blood in it. Gosh, I wish I had binoculars or something. Well... I don't think we're... we may as well fall. I don't think we're going to be able to get around here any further.
Crystal obtained.
But I feel like we had run around the beach already, hadn't we? God, it's so hard to tell from up here. I guess let's fall down there because this will be... If it is in fact the case that we already interacted with that, I would like to know for sure. Nope, it is still closed. There is red in the bowls, but there just always is.
Relic obtained.
Carving about the god Lost Pain. Escaped to the moon's dark side. Has been leeching power from the core of the moon. Worshipped by the moon cult, he will drain the moon dry to regain his power. Desires to scorch the earth clean in his revenge. So, if we meditate on this now that it's been interacted with... Okay, it does not show a heart anymore. That's kind of how I figured it would work. Well, I guess let's run around this way then. If there's this whole area that we haven't seen yet, this whole bit of beach over here, we should make sure we're collecting all of the one-time important things. And then also, some blood crystals or whatever along the way. Hey, that's pretty curious, and also not highlighted by meditation. Does this actually... Well, this is something. This is something real. For a certain definition of real. Sometimes the moon smiles at me. Drink your whiskey. I can feel the one in the Golden City on the dark side of the grinning moon. I've told you before, don't talk about him. Not on this island sequence. Do not invite disaster. But drink your whiskey. So either she's not very convinced that they have in fact found the perfect paradise, or she's just an extremely fearful person. A bourbon with a taste of chocolate and hazelnut. A nice whiskey to have with friends. Do keep in mind that your friends are all being monitored. So wait, does this... No, okay, this doesn't actually go anywhere. Alright, so hey, what's the deal with the chalk outline? I have some feelings about this, and also, I do think it's very interesting
Strange.
that meditating did not put a heart on that. This is KHX. Or was. Is.
That's me.
I've never been a fan of
The
metaphysicality.
investigator is here.
I sometimes drank with him. He was quite reserved, but opened up after a beer. Intense guy. Focused. Obsessive. What is the body telling me? This is a hell of a thing to just stumble on accidentally.
Scene investigation.
KHX suffered a massive blow to the head. There's blood everywhere, and it looks like the skull is cracked. He was struck once, and for his sake I hope he died immediately. Victims of attacks from the front often know the attacker, so it was probably one of the syndicate. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable guess. KHX's fist is gripping something tightly. It's an ornate ring with a deep blue sapphire set into it. Why was KHX gripping this so tightly when he died? Did this belong to the attacker? And how did he end up here? Is this why Yuri shut down the boat trips early? Oh, I guess that might make sense.
Weird.
Did he need to hide the body? And there's a ring in his death-gripped fist. Why was he holding this when he died? Is this a message? It's a gaudy ring with a bright sapphire insert. With a bright sapphire inset. Listen, they both mean approximately the same thing. Rest in peace, KHX. I'll find out what happened to you. Yeah. I don't know, like... Would you even be able to see the body from the water? I don't really think so. I mean, that doesn't mean that that's not why the boat trips got shut down. Maybe he was really afraid that somebody would be able to see it. Yeah, that's very interesting. That's curious stuff. You can see bloodstones already respawning over here, I guess? I don't know, I might not have even picked this one up. I don't think we actually went over here.
Love crystal obtained.
Okay. Let's use that phone to, use that phone to go... Boy, where exactly? I mean, because we still have that area up on the hill to explore. I mean, I guess... Is somewhere over here? Because we have to get up to KHX's workshop. That's, like, definitely the next thing we should do. Also, where the hell was that dog? That's the thing! That's the thing I was trying to remember before, when I said I felt like there was another thing I was going to do. Seeing the dog in the Starlight skin had reminded me that we still needed to give treats to the dog, and I don't know where the dog... Okay. I don't know, man. Just take me over here, and I'll figure it out from here. The dog was near some apartments. I'm pretty sure. Oh, man, I don't know. Alright, you know what? Maybe this would be a good place to call it for today. We're learning a lot of stuff, and I'm having a hard time keeping it all in my stupid brain. Thank God for this Starlight. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I'm going to do one tomorrow because I didn't record anything on Monday. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we're gonna feed that dog. And then also probably 100 other things, most of which I will have forgotten about by the time we get to the end of the episode. And we'll see you then.